everyone, it's Nina. Thanks so much for joining me today for a new tutorial. And I'm going to show you how I made this card using some of the newest products from Altenew. The florals that you see here are from the brand new Fabulous Florals stamp set. And I really love these gorgeous florals, and I wanted to do some stamping using some Altenew inks because these are layering stamps. And I'm going to be doing some textured stamping. I chose to do some textured stamping because I wanted a slightly different look than the crisp, perfectly smooth stamping that you normally get if you stamp onto regular cardstock. So I'm using some watercolor paper actually as my textured paper, but if you have textured cardstock, that would work too. Or if you want something more crisp and smooth, definitely feel free to go ahead and grab some regular cardstock. So I'm starting off by layering these images onto each other using my Misty stamping tool because this is going to help me get a really nice perfect placement of the images because this is going to continually stamp the image perfectly. As I continue to layer these images together, you're seeing these images build a very detailed and beautiful floral design. And that's what's really fun about these is that you can get perfect coloring without even having to color a single thing. So now as I'm adding the final layers onto this floral, I did the exact same thing using some pink inks. In my example that I'm showing you right now of how I did the stamping, I am using purple, but I did use the pink collection of inks from Altenew's Crisp Ink collection. And these are all dye-based inks. I also added in the centers of the florals. When you get your stamp set, these florals do have a guide on the back of the stamp that shows you exactly how these images need to be placed together to create the perfect layering effect, which is really handy because that allows you to make sure that you always get perfect stamping every time. So now I'm bringing in the cube cover plate die, which is a die set from Altenew, and it creates this awesome cube design. Now the reason I chose this particular die and cut it out is because I'm going to use this as a tone-on-tone texture for behind my florals. I wanted some sort of texture and design, but I didn't want something that was going to be really busy. I just wanted something that was very subtle but yet had a really nice trellis almost appearance. And this cube die was the closest thing I had to it, and I really liked how it paired up with these florals. So I'm layering all of these florals using double-sided foam tape. In most cases, I only used one layer of foam tape, but I did use multiple layers in some areas where I wanted slightly more dimension. I'm going with a very non-traditional color scheme here, so I'm bringing in some different colors than I normally would. First, I'm bringing in some die cuts that I cut with some gray cardstock. This is a really light color of gray, and I also used some mint for the green leaves. Then I'm going to bring in some beautiful assortment of satin rainbow sequin confetti pieces from Studio Katia, and I'm going to attach those down with Nouveau drops. With a white gel pen, I'll add a few dots to add a little bit of interest and make the floral arrangement appear even fuller. Now I also wanted to add a sentiment, so I'm going to pull in this sentiment that says Miss You, which is from the Garden Silhouette stamp set, and that's another new set from Altenew's May release. I'll emboss this with white embossing powder and then fussy cut the sentiment out and attach it down in between my florals with some foam tape. And that's going to add a nice little sentiment to finish off this card. One more final detail that I wanted to include is some embellishing to the centers of the florals. So I'm going to pull in these gorgeous Stickles from Tim Holtz and Ranger and add those to the center. And I really love how they capture the light and really make the whole entire card finished and beautiful. I hope that this tutorial has inspired you on how you can use this beautiful floral arrangement stamp set called Fabulous Florals from Altenew's May release, along with a few of their other more recent products that are really beautiful and pair up so nicely together. Please be sure to visit my blog to get more information on this card, including still pictures and products used. This video is also part of a blog hop, so if you head on over to my blog, you'll also be able to learn how you can enter into some giveaways and see additional inspiration using the May release. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will be back again very soon with more inspiration for you, but until then, have a great day. Bye!